Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Thursday, the 28th of May, 2026. Starting off with the synoptic here. This is from midnight last night. You can see this high just off in the North Sea there, still very much dominating the UK and much of Western Europe. A little bit of a trough line actually appearing there, though, sort of midway up the country. So possibly some slightly changeable weather there, but generally still hot, high pressure weather with actually a southerly flow today. Looking out into the Atlantic, definitely some more unsettled weather to come with this series of lows forming with a lot of frontal activity, but that's certainly later into the week or perhaps early next week. Okay, the sat pick for today, actually quite a bit of cloud in places, sort of in line with where that trough line was in the Midlands and the north there. No real issue for us in the south, although a fair bank of cloud out to the southwest, and we might see a little bit of top cover creeping in later in the day as a result of that. A little bit of rain actually, particularly up around that trough line area. Quite intense showers moving through Yorkshire at the moment. Nothing that we anticipate being a problem for us today, even though we've got a little bit out here just meeting on the south coast. Won't even bother with the rain prediction. A quick look at the Odium observation. As you can imagine, they're showing Cav OK. A light easterly wind at the moment, becoming well, that's all we have for the time being. 19 degrees at the moment to the dew point of 13. Farnborough there, Taff, just a quick reload of that. They're showing light easterly 7 knots. Cavite becoming southeasterly 10 knots by about 9 o'clock this morning. And then southwesterly from late morning, early afternoon. And then probability of some showers perhaps later on with a reduced visibility, but I think that's actually quite unlikely. Winds aloft, so to the south, southwesterly and south-southwesterly around 15 to 25 knots, varying in flying height, and to the north initially south-southeasterly, 15 to 30 knots. Expecting a hybrid of the two, probably more southwesterly as we approach midday. So looking at windy here, surface wind initially from about now, southerly or very southeasterly, but then moving into about 1 o'clock, you can see it's come round the other side to the west. So we'll operate runway 23 today, taking into account the varying wind direction. As far as speed goes, the Met Office here showing is around 10 knots, gusting around 20 for the majority of the day, particularly during the sort of peak thermic period. Symbolic forecast showing a little bit of cloud potentially later on as well, and that may be some upper clouds. Very up high on the UV warning as well. They're up to 6, so do take care of yourselves during the day, especially if you're out on the airfield. GFS more or less agreeing there, about 25 to 27 degrees in the warmest part of the day. The dew point there of 17. Presently, we're up to 20.7 degrees already, with a dew point of 15. You can see yesterday we topped at just over 30 in the mid to late afternoon, for a fairly steady drop off of 15-degree overnight low. So we can expect something hopefully a little bit cooler today, but still high 20s. It's a south side webcam looking to the west. You see a little bit of the south-southeasterly flow there on the SOC, but by the time we're set up, it'll be more southerly. And then by the afternoon, we'll be around to southwesterly. No significant cloud, a little bit of top cover and haze on the horizon, and that may increase as the day goes on, but nothing more than that. SkySat cross sections showing much the same actually, and that little bit of top cover working its way in by around midday or perhaps slightly later into the early afternoon. No cumulus expected, and some weak thermals up to maybe 2,000 feet. So there is some possibility of local soaring, but more of a vintage day than anything else. No temps, nothing locally to concern us given the soaring forecast. So we'll move on to a lot of bookings. So it's 2K21s today for booked flying and two for the courses, so that's the 4-day courses. We also require 773 for trial lessons. It must be used for trial lessons for Paul Roberts. So please make sure if you bring that out, that you don't take it for your own students. We then have a K13 on the casual list and plenty of single seater availability. And at the moment, there's one student on the casual list with one instructor, so a bit of spare capacity. We've got one movement anticipated at the moment at 2 o'clock local, 727 departure. So that'll be helped by operating on the cross runways. It should be minimal disruption there. Reminder about the wave expedition. Any questions come to Ron Barrera and bookings to be done through the office, please. Okay, so in summary, we still have a dominating high pressure with a moderate southerly wind becoming south, south, and westerly throughout the day. It should be locally soarable, albeit weak this afternoon, and we'll operate runway 23 with cables on the east side. Reminder, please do wrap up, or cover up, I should say, with sun cream, sun hat, and plenty of water today. It's very, very important. Here's our airfield set up to finish winching off the east, steer off the west, and landing reasonably into the field. That's all for me this morning. We'll see you out there very shortly. Let's take care of ourselves, make the most of the weather, and keep it safe. Thank you.